Robyn Olson, and this is my road trip collection. This collection was painted for Calories Restaurant in Saskatoon, but because of everything going on right now, I'm having the collection shown in my home. So join me on this road trip. We'll start over here. So initially I painted this as a road trip. My family and I, we took a road trip in December from Saskatoon to the West Coast. So I had envisioned in Calories the entire road trip along the walls of Calories. So, but I couldn't structure it that way in my home. So for the sake of just explaining, I just wanted you to know that's how it was going to be set up. So this is Waskesiu. For those of us who live in Saskatoon, this is such a classic spot. We all know it. It's summer. You can almost hear the birds and the water. It's just a lovely scene. It's something that you would want to just walk into. So I really like this piece. This was my first piece of the collection. This is Flow Lake. I have a trip booked here with a couple friends in August, really hoping I can go. And I took some risks with this piece, showing warm and cool colors, and it's quite dramatic. I painted it from a photo that my brother-in-law, Riley Pauls, took. And I've just really, really enjoyed this piece a lot. And this piece is quite similar. This was painted from a photo taken by Joe Mackin. I've painted so many from him because his photos are ready to paint. They're dramatic. He captured a storm while the sun was still shining with the crazy Lake Louise water. So I had to paint it. It was ready to paint. And with both of these pieces, the oil paint is it's thicker and you can see all the brush strokes. I really like that. This piece is a piece that is a classic Okanagan scene. The Okanagan to me is the Garden of Eden in Canada. And this scene is something you would also want to walk into, and you can just feel the summer breeze, and you can almost smell the grapes in this one. And step over here into our dining room. So this is my favorite piece of the show. Hands down, favorite piece. I took some risks with this one. Initially I had painted this little one in acrylic, and I thought, whoa, I need to paint a big one. So it's all my favorite colors. It's big, it's bold. There's licks of colors all over. Really, really appreciate this one. This one's not for sale. It will hang in our house here. This forest piece is, if any one of you has ever gone mushroom picking, this is the piece for you. This experience of hunting for mushrooms in a forest, in a moody, dark forest, is such an experience. The forest to me is an inspiring place. It's exciting, and to find mushrooms that you can eat in the forest is just, it's so exciting. I'm really happy with this one. This is the only acrylic piece of the show. Lake Louise, I really like this perspective. You can almost your eye just is drawn into Lake Louise. When we were there in December, it was snowy, it was winter, and yeah, you're just drawn into Lake Louise in the winter time. So just love it. And this piece over here is quite different in the fact that it's got the simple shapes, it's got the neutral tones. Yeah, I wanted to paint this one quite different to appeal to the people who like neutral colors. And I do too, to a certain point. But yeah, I wanted it big and ready to go, basically. And it's the Vermilion Lakes, it's close to Banff, it's a classic scene people know and love. And then this piece over here is quite in contrast. It's a classic prairie scene, and last year I did the ultimate prairie for my painting number 300, and to me this is an ultimate prairie. It just speaks prairie. Your eye goes for forever. You can see so far. It's just a lovely prairie scene, and those of us who live in the prairies, we can just breathe deeply with this one. This piece is inspired by, we went with a couple friends and did just a couple kilometers of the Wandafuka Trail, and I texted Josh and I said, this is probably one of the best days of my life. It felt like you were in a greenhouse in December, and so for someone who has lived in Saskatchewan her whole life, that's a big deal. So I painted this one inspired by, and all the canvases I had originally wanted landscape style, but this one I had to turn it because you had to see the trees, because the whole time we did this hike, your eyes just kept going up and down, and it was, just such a good experience. And welcome to my studio. This is my last piece, and it's a piece here at home. This is my favorite bridge in Saskatoon, Victoria Bridge, and I love coming home. Even after a road trip, I love the feeling of coming home and knowing that this is where I've placed my roots, this is where my community is, this is the place I know and love, and the sun is setting here. I took this photo on a run and last year, and I've wanted to paint it ever since. I just love how simple and pure this one is. And oh, I see one more thing. I just need to quickly add one little piece here. Oh, so much better. All right, it's ready to go. If you have any questions about any of these pieces, you can head over to my website, ROBYNNOLSON.com, or you can email me at joshuarobyn@gmail.com. And also, I'd like to thank Calories for once again hosting me and just doing an awesome job at what they do. They're wonderful, wonderful people, and I will hopefully be there next year. And yeah, just thank you so much for taking this road trip with me and enjoying the paintings with me. Happy spring!